For Fuhad and James to sit on this podcast next to this white man as he engaged in all types of microaggressions about black women and not one time offering any type of pushback. He even asked you all, what do you prefer, white women or black women? And y'all laughed. Y'all laughed, y'all shucked and jived, y'all shined y'all teeth, y'all kiki while all this was going on. Y'all had no problem laughing at the expense of black women. But when it came to you all being held accountable for sitting there and allowing this, you offered an apology talking about fight or flight. The same white man who y'all had no issue sitting next to is now throwing y'all under the bus and letting it be known that you all had no issue with this being said, and it was even asked what y'all wanted to be deleted in the podcast post-production. Y'all had no issue at all, which speaks truly to your character. If you're talking about being thrown under the bus, bitch, y'all are driving said bus. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, you all? I would call this a deer video, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, this is a hilarious moment. This is really funny. And this is honestly like the clown coming back to bite. Like, and what's funny about it is, if you were smart enough to see it, you would have recognized that Andrew in the Flagrant podcast is a clown to begin with. But you know what? Y'all have no problem with the clown harassing folks like black women. Y'all have no issues with it's not y'all. Like, y'all had no issues. Like, you're sitting next to this man and he's engaging all these things and saying all these things. And y'all, like, y'all are keying to the house down. Like, y'all are laughing and giggling bad. When this man is saying all these things, he's like, you don't like black women, don't you? He's asking, and y'all just so happy. Yeah, we don't like them. There's no baddies clap. The Bean Patrol is in full effect. Like, call me the Bean Patrol, because I'm glad they eating y'all up. Like, y'all ran to Atlanta, y'all sat next to these two black women, and these black women asked y'all about the baddies. Y'all said, Atlanta is clapped. He's clapped. There's no baddies in Atlanta. I mean, oh, like, you're saying all these things about black women. Y'all don't like black women. Y'all don't like black women's. Y'all don't like black women's. And y'all be trying to cosplay and pretend like y'all are so these things, only to turn around. It's like, girl, y'all are none of these things. Like, I've said from the beginning, like, girl, to come to Atlanta and say you don't like find no black women, are you out of it? Girl, like, you can't be serious. But what is funny is watching the Flagrant podcast, Andrew Schulz, now react to y'all apology. This is what he said.
Plus, you know what's mad funny about this? Is that they had that they asked to take out the episode. You know what they didn't ask to take out? Your racist slander.
You got this white man like laughing, like he laughing. This man is laughing at y'all. Y'all was sitting next to him like not too long ago. He is laughing at y'all like they gotta apologize to the community. This man is laughing at y'all, going back and apologizing and saying, hey, you know what? Like, we messed up, black women. He is laughing at the fact that y'all had to do that. Like, he is laughing at the fact that y'all had to do that, which means he never respected it to begin with. Had this been the opposite, like, this would not happen. Like, because nobody cares about black women. There is no incentive to care about black women. The smallest incentive will be to have this decent podcast. And y'all could even keep that. Like, honestly, like, there is so much, like, search, even if we don't want to admit it, for black men to just be decent people when it comes to podcasting. Y'all have been able to cosplay for the last couple years. And now y'all had to delete, 100 episodes, they say, of videos and stuff that y'all have did in the past. Like, girl, it was so bad that y'all had to delete, like, probably a year or so of content, because there's no telling what y'all have said. The clips are going viral. The clips are every other day. There's a new clip of y'all saying some stuff. We can see that y'all don't like black women. We can see that y'all have no interest in black women, period. Like, even the light skin was like, oh, even though black women was calling me a sellout and calling my dad a sellout, I wasn't attracted to it anyway because they were ugly. Like, it's just like, okay, girl, like, okay, sister, we hear you. Now, y'all was out here laughing at the same system that came for y'all neck and hung y'all ass. Like, I think, honestly, this speaks true to what is going on. Like, the same system that you don't recognize is now coming for you. The same system that allowed this man to be comfortable, this white man, to say these things about black women. And y'all had no issue with it. No issue with it. Now, he's sitting here like, oh, because at the end of the day, y'all ass is black. You men, but at the end of the day, you're black. And for him to have these two black jigaboos sitting next to him agreeing, like, even there's a clip of somebody like a known rapper, I guess in the UK, talking about, you know, trauma, black trauma, and you got one black dude talking about some black folks are obsessed with black trauma. Hello?
Really what I think people should be like looking into is white people's fascination with black trauma.
Ooh.
That is, to me,
Talk to us.
is very bizarre because
Black people are also fascinated with black trauma.
Hello? Like, I blame all of these other black men who have platformed Andrew Schulz. Y'all are going on these platforms with these white men and allowing them to be disrespectful and disgusting to black women. Like, again, back to what I said in my previous video, that to say that looks and being attracted to black women isn't an issue, it is. We're seeing that right here, because the correlation between men who don't like black women, like, and doing things to, and being okay with harm being done to them, like, it's a correlation, it's a connection. To think that desire just stops in the bedroom, to think that, oh, you don't have to be, you know, attractive to black women and da-da-da-da, like, why are you naming that you don't like them? Like, why are you naming that you are not attracted to them? You feel it. And I was having a conversation with a friend about this, like, when we were talking about, like, Jack bios, because I talked about that in my last video. Like, the people who put in, you know, in the apps, what the things that they are not attracted to, like, what do you get out of doing that? It is power. And I'll give you an example. People who benefit from the politics of desire say that, you know, oh, I don't like fats, or I don't like this and that. There's a little bit of pushback, but it's like, okay, you can have a preference. But for someone who isn't benefiting from the politics of desire to name things that they don't like, y'all let it be known, how dare you? You ugly. You should be glad that anybody's talking to you. So it's not about the person experiencing any like thing. It's about who is allowed to say it. Like, you don't have no issues when folks who are, oh, they can pick and choose, because it's power. Why are you saying these things? Why do you say these things? Why do you feel the need to say it? Why did this white man feel comfortable asking, do y'all prefer white women or black women?
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. What's your favorite? We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh, really? We love them all.
Yeah.
Because he already knew the answer. He was able to smell it. Because I'm going to tell you what, ain't nowhere in the hell a white man would ask me no mess like that. Like, you black men are the weakest of links. Y'all are the weakest link. Goodbye. Like, I hope black women drag y'all to the end of the year and until next spring, to be honest. I hope they keep eating y'all up and keep reminding y'all. The fact that people had already saw this coming. Like, there were several videos of them just saying just stupid shit. And I really hate that every time, like, there's a conversation about, it's easy to throw it as like, hey, or y'all hate. I even saw a comment of somebody saying, oh, I don't know why they sit here talking about black women like that. They're like, black women ain't fancy in them. They ain't that attractive. It does not matter if they are ugly or beautiful or desire any of those things. It's like, hatred is hatred. Like, hatred is hatred. Like, we're focusing on the wrong things. I don't care about them being seen as attractive or not being seen as attractive. Like, the way they're engaging in conversations about black women, the fact that y'all are still holding on to stuff that happened in high school, the fact that y'all are holding on, like, there was one conversation where homeboy talked about groping a woman at the club. These men benefit from misogyny, and there is no incentive of them actually showing up for women, let alone black women. The only women y'all showing up for is white women. And that's because they hold more power than y'all do. Period. And some of y'all enjoy that little race play power dynamic situation anyway. So, I mean, I'm not really surprised. Like, y'all are happy and fancying, like, because I've watched enough of this content to, like, girl, I can start talking. Like, y'all, I might warm up some pork and beans tomorrow, to be honest. Like, y'all fancy white women. You lots fancy white women. And I wish y'all would just say that. I wish y'all would just say that, but y'all know y'all can't say that. Because honestly, ain't no white women's watching no black men's like y'all to begin with. Ain't no white women's watching y'all. They got a lot of white men with podcasts already talking. They're not finna watch y'all. Y'all are the weakest links to them. So y'all have to tiptoe around it. Y'all have to tiptoe, and a lot of the artists do it too. Like, y'all pretend to care about black women and black folks and stuff when y'all really care about this. But y'all know that them folks ain't messing with y'all on that type of level. And the way to make money is to appeal to this specific demographic. Catch my drift? Catch it. Because I'm sure some of y'all catching the T. To appeal to this specific demographic, you got to pretend like you care about it. You got to pretend. And they've been pretending for years. And it's been slipping out. Like, girl, like, what's the name of the podcast? They on Poor Decisions or Poor Something. I don't know. Poor People. I don't know. That Poor Drink, whatever the name of the podcast was. Like, what research is y'all doing? Like, y'all didn't see that they be saying stuff like this. The moment you smelt them saying that they don't like black women, or black women is clapped, or, you know, in Atlanta is clapped when it comes to black women, to ask, well, we ain't from Atlanta. Y'all was shoe shining too. Like, we from Texas. Girl, Sandy Cheek, sit your ass down. Like, I'm from Big Texas. He don't like black women, no matter if they from Tennessee, Texas, California, Florida. Like, he don't want no black eggs and ham. Like, he don't want no black eggs and ham. He don't want it. And you were out here like shoe shining happy. Like, well, we ain't from Texas. Ba-doom. Y'all shoe shining niggas. Like, you happy to say that, oh, he wasn't, cause we you know, cause you know, we from Texas. Girl, what is going on? For Andrew Schulz to sit up here dragging the hell out of, like, black women, and he is married to one of the whitest women on the face of this planet. Like, come on now. He got his white women's, and he gonna protect her. You see, he ain't dragging his white woman. You see, he ain't doing no episodes and going viral for dragging his white woman for doing stupid stuff or saying stuff. Like, he ain't doing that. But it's content in dragging black women. And I think that's what we're seeing. Like, there is content and there's desire for folks to see black women being dragged. Like, that's the desire to do it, even when it seems as though it's not. We are enjoying seeing it, like, from so many type of ways, to the minstrel shows and stuff that we see, the men dressing up as black women, reinforcing, like, you know, ideas about black women and stuff. Like, we are laughing at the expense of black women. And y'all had black women's attention. They were rooting for y'all. They were rooting for y'all down. They was like, oh, these guys are cool, da-da-da-da. And y'all was able to mess that up. To find out that this really started from y'all naming that there is no baddies in Atlanta, like that creeping out. Y'all allowing the real y'all come out. Like, oh, there's no baddies in Atlanta. There's no baddies, no beautiful women in Atlanta. It's just like, folks smelt it. Like, what do you mean? Like, what, Atlanta? Like, because y'all so used to saying it. Ain't nobody with no common sense saying no stuff like that. Like, ain't nobody saying that. Nobody is saying that. Like, you're giving a fed. You're giving an op, to be honest. And it jumped out. The coon jumped out. And then it jumped back in. But it's too late, girl. They already moved the box. Like, you are like a hermit crab trying to find a seashell. Like, you are exposed, girl. You are exposed, sister. Like, we see you for who you are. And you have shown us that not you just not liking black women or not attracted to black women, but y'all actually hate black women to the point that y'all will allow a white man to drag black women right next to you, and you will shine your damn teeth all in this man's face, and he will be happy to keep saying certain things, and y'all keep taking the bait. Ain't no way in the hell a man finna ask me, which do you prefer, white or black? Because they already know what the T is, but they know what y'all T is. They just want y'all to see if y'all comfortable enough saying it out loud. Like, ain't no way. I can imagine. Do you prefer white men or black? The fact that I don't even have to worry about a question like that being asked. Like, what type of question is that? Like, if you have the, and I got some couple of, no shade, I know a couple of folks on Twitter who be talking mess all the time talking about blackness and stuff. Like, I know that they get these type of questions because, girl, we see y'all for who y'all. We know y'all ain't interested in black folks. We know y'all ain't interested in black folks. We know y'all not. Y'all can come out here and say all these things y'all want. Y'all don't like black women's. Y'all don't like black people. You don't even like yourself. If you had to choose, you probably wouldn't be black yourself. One of them even joked about a white woman that they were dating, saying that she wished she was this black woman. The girl said that she wished she was a black woman, and the black man made a joke about if she was black, she wouldn't find no black men because ain't no black men date no black women. So are you dating this white woman? Were you dating this white woman because she was attractive, or were you dating her because she was white? That's the question I have. Because if she was just black, would she still be beautiful? Think about that. Think about that. So when we talk about like desire and stuff, it's not about that, because this man is already naming. He's saying the quiet part out loud. She said that she wanted to be a black woman because of, she wanted mixed babies and all that other stuff. Da 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 da. He didn't say anything about her like appearance changing other than her skin tone. So it's just like once her skin tone changes, you're not attracted to her. Don't have an answer? Didn't think you would, because what is it? Clear anti-blackness. And y'all need to be unpacking that. Like, y'all need to be unpacking that, but y'all not. The only thing y'all can do now is unpack the microphones, unplug the microphones, pack it up, because it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I hope they stay on y'all neck. I hope they continue to drag y'all. I hope they continue to eat y'all up, because y'all have played in these folks' face long enough. And now the tea is all on the floor. Get off the floor. Put it on the floor again, in the words of Lotto. That's all I got. Beans out, pork and beans out, all of that, girl. Y'all tell me what y'all thought. I just thought it was funny. Because this white man threw y'all on the bus and laughed. Like, I'm talking about laugh, like he was laughing at y'all, girl. He did a reenactment to y'all, like y'all podcast episode of y'all apology. He laughed at y'all. Apologizing to black women. That's sad. The fact that y'all had no issue when it was everybody else being laughed at and everybody else experiencing these things until it was you. Now y'all sound like the black men who be on Grindr looking for white men and then be told, like, girl, I'm not interested in blacks. And now y'all want to come to the black folks. Look at racism, girl. We don't give a damn. Deal with it.